the Save ABC ramp up campaign that's underway that you're a part of and have helped start, could you explain what it's all about?
Sure, sure. So when we learned about the fact that the ramp up website was going to cease as of the 30th of June, we thought that it was quite a unfortunate and ill timed, ill conceived decision on the part of the ABC. We wanted to tell the community, to tell the ABC that we value ramp up. We think that it's important. We think the work that Ramp Up did was really, really needed for people with disabilities to have a say about issues that are important to us. And we feel like it's important to make some noise and to try and spread the word that we need Ramp Up back.
So, what space is ramp up filling?
And it's a good question because a lot of people say to us, "Oh, come on, it's just a website. Anyone can start a website. It's just a blog. You know, what's the big deal?" Well, for us, it is a big deal because the ramp up site is on the national broadcaster page, and it means that it has exposure to policymakers. It can influence the way people think and understand social issues that people with disabilities face every day. And more importantly, it is run and uh, based on the issues and interests of people with disabilities as we see them. And that's quite unique. And for me, as a contributor to the website, I've had a chance to canvass my views on issues, and other people like me have had a chance to do the same. And without the website, that won't be possible.
So, the campaign that's underway to save it, because my understanding is the ramp up site technically goes into receivership at the end of the month.
Well, I'd prefer to think of it as hibernation. Uh, but, yeah, we'll see what happens. But what we've been told is that the website will remain there as an archive, as a resource. But as of 2 weeks after the 30th of June, it won't receive comments and it will just become a static page. And, you know, it will become outdated, but we think it's not good enough. It should continue to add more content, and they need an editor and someone to keep it alive,
Do you think it was having
not to
an
resuscitate.
Do you think it was having an impact?
Look, I think that everything is important, and when we look at the way disability is represented and constructed, it's generally from the eyes of people, non-disabled people who don't necessarily understand the lived experience of disability. So I think that it did have an impact. I think that you know the fact that the amount of traffic that the website receives, the amount of shares and links and tweets suggests that people have read it, took it seriously, and hopefully it did influence the way people perceive things.
And do you think it's got it might have to have a future outside of the ABC? Why does it need to be connected to the ABC?
The ABC has a responsibility to represent the voices of all Australians, and it allows it to reach a lot more people. It gives it a lot more credit that it wouldn't have if it sat outside. But you know, if it ends up having to uh, live somewhere else, I think that will take away from the value that it currently has.
So do you see its value as a place for people with disability or do you see it as potentially a space for the entire community to bolster inclusion?
Well, what's really interesting, and if you spend some time on the Ramp Up website, particularly the comment section, it brings together people with a very wide range of awareness of the issues. So when we think about the website, we need to think of it as much broader than just the disability community, because it does reach outside of that. And I think it can do that because it sits on the national broadcaster platform. So the traffic that goes to the website is a sort of traffic that brings all sorts of interesting views and opinions, often people that disagree and that have alternative views.
It seems to have come from the simple fact that there was a massive void, that the media, mainstream media, just does not represent people with disability as a part of the fabric of society. Therefore, we needed a specific site.
It's just the fact that we're continuously evolving and we're learning from each other. We're at a very critical juncture in social policy, and we're about to engage in the biggest social change that we've ever seen in this country with respect to the NDIS. So now is more important than ever that we can debate these issues, and we can do so on a credible platform, and also that we're able to bring people from outside of the disability into the conversation.
So the next step, the campaign continues online in its Facebook role, but what from there?
We're going to canvass our members and look at different strategies. I've written to Mark Scott. I've asked for a meeting. This was before we decided to go for the protest. I haven't heard back from him. Other members have also canvassed the options to meet with people within the ABC. We've tried to go about it in a way that will, hopefully continue the dialogue, but we've had no response from the ABC at all. Not even a thanks for your email.
No. Are you? I suppose that leads to the next question. Are you confident this is going to lead to anything?
I feel that we need to do something. We need to respond. We need to let the ABC know that this is important to us. I don't know what the outcome will be. We will continue to seek a meeting with Mark Scott, and hopefully he will see value in having an open discussion with us.
Okay, George. Well, thank you for that. I'll let you get on with your day, and hopefully we can speak soon.
All right. Thanks, John. Bye.